Hello, my people. How are yous? I said, let me come and do small aproko. Can you guys hear me? I'm here in the kitchen doing mommy duties. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to cook here. Cooking multiple dishes. And I've said, why not come here and let's talk about something that I don't think anybody has ever actually spoken here. You know, apart from the fact that we come to do our proko, we should be able to talk other things. So as you all see, please like and share as a comment. Hello, Stephanie, peace. Happy Sunday to you. How are you? I'm in my kitchen strutting it out. So here I'm trying to cook pepper soup. And I cooked porridge, yam porridge, so I've just poured that away. So I'm here cooking pepper soup and catfish soup. So I said while I'm in the kitchen doing that, before we do the main live stream in the evening, let me come talk about winter. If you're a mommy driver here, let me know in the comment section. Do you drive? If you drive, let me know in the comment section. If you're a mommy in the diaspora and you drive, let me know in the comment section. Because that's what we are talking about today. We are talking about mommy drivers. How prepared are you for winter? I know I'm not the only one. I don't know anything about cars. But planning ahead often helps at times. So if you're a driver, in the comment section, let me know. I'm still here with you guys though. I'm just rinsing my hands. So, like I was saying, that if you're a mommy driver, let me know in the comment section. The reason I have a reason why I am asking. So leave your comments in the comment, guys. Leave your comments in the comment section. Because as winter is coming now, I know what I have to do. Yes. I know what I have to do as a mommy driver. And as somebody who knows nothing about cars. Yes. I don't have a freaking clue about cars. Welcome guys. Welcome as you come in. I know nothing about cars. So I'm cooking pepper soup and this is the sauce I'm using. I'm using this pepper soup spice. If anybody is coming from Nigeria, I beg Mona bring all these yummy things for us. Because this one, it's not giving me the good vibes of correct pepper soup spice. But I'm just adding it. I thought I had pepper soup spice. Hold on guys. Oh, I think this is the original pepper soup spice. Let me add this one too. I think this one was the one I brought from Nigeria years ago when I went to Nigeria in 2021. So it smells of pepper soup, but I don't know how good it is, but I will add it anyways. Well, because this pepper soup must be pepper soup. You guys feel me? This pepper soup must be pepper soup. I've invested too many proteins. So this is going to be a quick live stream anyway, guys. So happy Sunday to those of you who are here, who are joining me. So I just thought while I'm here cooking that I should quickly come in and say one or two things about being a driver in the UK. Right? Winter is coming round. And as for me, there are a few things that I need to put in place, especially for a mommy driver who knows nothing about cars. If you ask me anything about my car, I will tell you I know nada. However, over the years, I've familiarized myself with my car because since I started driving. I think I've been driving for over. I think I started driving in 2016 or 2015. I've been driving since 2015, and I'm still driving till date. So yes, I've been driving since 2015, and the car that I'm driving now is the same car that I think we got that car. Yeah, so I've been driving that car since 2015. So It's the only car I've ever driven. So I know nothing about cars, but obviously over time you get to know things about your car. So with that being said, for winter or even prior to being winter, we all know everything about cars. Like, you need to do servicing and stuff like that. So for me, I'm quite keen on maintaining what you have. You guys know that it's not cheap to buy a car, right? You guys know it's not cheap to buy, especially if you are buying tear rubber. Tear rubber, it's not cheap to buy a car. And if you actually have a car, learn to take care of that car, which is what me I am doing. In as much as I would love to change my car, there's nothing wrong with the one I have right now. Okay, and from the thumbnail you can see the image of my, that's the model of my car. That is not my exact, but that is the model. That, see that car in the thumbnail, that's exactly my car, but different color. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that obviously for those of us who are in the diaspora, there are so many things we have to do before you can even drive a car. Yes, you might have the money and you're not able to drive. So there are so many things we need to put into place before you can drive a car. And obviously you need to be able to drive. You need to learn how to drive a car. You need to have your full UK driver's license. And it's just not about learning to drive or even driving the car alone. So yes, you have money to drive the car. You have to put in your insurance, your car insurance. You have to put in for some repairs. Say for example, if your car breaks down on the road and stuff like that. So for me, over the years, I've always like, if it's not broken, why change it or why fix it? So I love my car. Hence why, I'm quite keen on servicing, servicing, servicing. So with that being said, the way I'm preparing, I'm just going to share the tips of how I'm preparing for winter. Right now, I went out to go to church about maybe 3.5 hours ago, and the temperature was 2 degrees. Yes, it was that cold. When I got outside, I almost changed my mind about going to church. Yes, I almost changed my mind because it was that cold. But thankfully, the outfit I wore, I had the leggings underneath. So, how I prepare for winter, I make sure I've got car serviced so that on a cold winter morning, when you are ready, when you are in the car about to go to work, you start the engine and the car refuses to start because it's too cold or because the car don't catch too much cold. Servicing is a must. All right, I know we don't say some of these things. We don't. I've never seen a video like this advising women drivers, but women drivers in the diaspora. This is me. I'm your plug. Winter period, for you to be able to get, to make sure you are on track for winter. Servicing of car is a must. For me, we service at least 3 times in a year. So we do one full servicing. So one full servicing involves everything about the car. They check the engine, they check the tires, anything that needs fixed, we fixed it, anything that needs changed, we change. You guys are lucky in Nigeria, Stephanie. You guys are lucky. So for me, I service my car 3 times in a year. One full servicing, which I think most time costs about maybe £180 or maybe roughly £200. And if it costs up to that, there are some certain things that is included in that cost. So they might change the plug of the car, they might change the coolant, they might change some changeable things like that don't cost a lot. They will change it. That's involved in the full servicing. And then they will run a check on your car tires to be sure that it still has the proper tread on it. Because if your car tire is worn to a certain degree, you'll be advised to change it by your mechanic or by your garage. If police stop you, police can stop you if they notice that the tread of your car, in fact, police, some things like that, police can easily see it from their own car. If your car has passed if your car tires has passed the tread that is meant to have as a minimum requirement, the police can stop you. So these are part of the things that when you go for servicing of your car, for me, like I said, I do one full servicing throughout the year. And then mini servicing that I do, that costs about maybe £100 or something, is to check your oil, car oil. So I don't wait to do that once a year. I do that about twice in a year. So mainly is to check your car oil, is to check that your brakes, hello light, how are you? Is to check that your brakes are fine. Obviously, that mini servicing includes your MOT. So MOT is a service that you do once a year. And the purpose of this servicing or this test on your car is to make sure that your car is road worthy. That is, your car is fit and suitable to be driven on the road for another 1 year. And guys, if I tell you that this testing or this particular test, it stresses me out every year. because if you do MOT, you could end up getting two results. Your car could either fail MOT, and if your car fails MOT, maybe there are some things that the test revealed, so they will give you something called advisory, like an advice. So in the advisory, it will say what needs to be fixed in the car at that time before it can pass the MOT. And the other good part is the fact that if you pass, that's you no servicing. I mean, no more repeating the test for another 1 year. So for me, every time of this year, that's the only thing that stresses me out about my car, because I know my car is getting old. It's a 13 plate. I've been driving it for a very long time, and I love it. It's a mommy car. I call it my mole way. So I love it. So every winter like this, I get stressed up, because if it fails MOT, there's going to be some things in the result, and it would probably tell me to go and fix that thing. So you that you just want to go and submit your car for a testing, and then you ended up getting a list of things that needs to be fixed in your car, and most times it's not always cheap. Last year, I think I uploaded a video of when I was going to go do it, and it failed last year. I think I shared it on my Instagram reel, and that servicing cost me, maybe I think it was maybe 150. The item that was meant to repair before my car could pass MOT cost me 150 pounds. So if your car fails MOT, that is you about to spend your money on some unexpected circumstances. So that's why here, obviously, MOT is not something, is unavoidable. If your car is brand new, for the first 3 years, you don't have to do MOT. But as soon as your car is 3 years and over, you must do MOT every year. Yes, every year. So I'm happy to say I did mine yesterday. Yes, I did mine yesterday. And yes, it passed, even though I was stressing. So for the fact that it passed, there was advisory on the letter that was given. The advisory was that there's an oil leak. I think there's an oil leak. It's minimal, but I don't have to do any repair. So for the fact that it gave me hi Mary Sugar, how are you? For the fact that it gave me an advisory to say there's an air leak, like oil leak around my car engine, if he wants me to fix it, they will say I should fix it and then retest the car again. But this time around, it was just a warning to say, oh, there's an oil leak notice around your car engine. And then I think it said something about, it advised me about my front disc brake. So I don't know anything. Like I said, I don't know anything about cars. If I notice anything about my car, I tell my husband, and he's the one who's going to take the car to the garage and then sort it out. My own is to let him know what the problem I notice about the car. What I notice might be nothing, right? But I make sure I tell him. My own is to make sure that the car is fit and I'll drive it anywhere. That is what I am here for. So yes, I did MOT yesterday, and it came up with 2 advisory, and the advisory are not major. As long as the advisory you get is not a major advisory, major will be fix that thing. It will fail your MOT and then say you that you should fix that thing from the car and then retest the car within 36 hours. So person will not get money to fix the thing that the report says. You will have to pack your car till you have money. So that's how I'm preparing my car for winter, because all of these things are very, very important, okay? Because you don't want a situation by when it's proper winter. Like I said, when I went out to church this morning, the temperature was 4 degrees outside. It was freezing cold. So you can imagine, hello Cindy Manuel, how are you, my beautiful sister? You can imagine on a winter, maybe we have -2 or we have -3, and you jump into your car, you start the engine, and the engine refuses to start. So that's the essence of making sure that you prep your car ready for winter, which for me, I have done. And also, there are so many things about cars. You know, you check your coolants, you make sure you have your winter spray for your windscreen, because you don't want to be pouring hot water on your windscreen if your windscreen is frozen. You don't want to be doing that. Me, I already start my car with deicer. So this deicer, there are sprays that you spray on your windscreen, leave it for a couple of minutes, and then it melts, and then that's you free to drive off. And also, I have some winter covers to cover my windscreen. Most time I don't remember, especially if I'm in a rush. I don't remember to cover my windscreen. So if you use that winter cover shield to cover your windscreen, it will prevent your it will prevent your windscreen from freezing up, so that in the morning when you're going to work, you won't have to start scraping ice, which I do most of the time. So as for in the UK, I don't think we really have anything called winter tires. I know people in Canada and the US, they do stuff like that. Or that when it's coming to maybe winter, I think people in Canada, when it's coming to winter, they all go change their car tires to winter tires. I've often heard about winter tires in the UK, but I've never had to use one for my car. And the reason why is because most times, that's why I said I do 3 servicings on my car every year. One major servicing and 2 mini servicing. So those 2 mini servicing will help me check my car tires to be sure that it is still good. And I love the garage that we use. That garage is not like where you go to one mechanic on the street in Lagos. So this one, at times the things that I find in my car that I need to fix, if I go to an o'clock might maybe bill me £800 for it. But if I go to this mechanic, I might even only have to pay maybe £200 or something for it. Okay. But anytime there's a fault with the car, I will take it to an o'clock to diagnose it. Any report that we get, I take it to that mechanic. Go and fix it cheap there. You don't go to a car dealer and stuff like that. So those are the things that I do to help me get ready for winter. Like I said, me, I don't know anything about cars, but if I notice anything, maybe any light or any warning comes up on the dashboard, I tell my oga, I tell him. Once I tell him, he will be the one to go and sort it out. So that's the way I'm preparing for winter. Okay. And also, when I was talking about winter tires, I've never had to use winter tires. I've never bought one. I don't even know what it looks like, and I don't even know the difference from winter tires and normal car tires. So if you can afford it, why not? All me I know is that if it's snowing, I'm not going to drive. Actually, driving on a fresh snow is not as bad as when it starts to freeze up. It's turning to ice and you can't really see. That's the one I'm most terrified about. But driving on the fresh snow is easy peasy. I can easy peasy do it. So I just thought I would come here and let you guys know that what. That's how I get ready for winter. Come obviously as a mom, you're going to work, you're going shopping, and also I think at this time of the year it's advisable to take up a roadside cover as well, should in case your car breaks down during winter. If you don't have roadside cover, you're on your own. No. You are on your own, especially when you are driving off a highway or something, and your car develops faults. If you don't have a roadside cover, you will walk. You will walk, or maybe if you are fortunate enough, somebody helps you. And here in the UK, you won't find anybody waiting on the roadside or on the express to give you a lift because your car break. I've never seen. Even me, I'm not going to stop. It's not saying maybe I'm a bad person, but I've never seen it. Like maybe in Nigeria, when you see somebody break down, you go and help them. I've never seen, maybe a few, but I've not seen a lot of it. So with that being said, I will recommend taking out a roadside cover. All right, and also what else again? Make sure your car insurance is on point. You don't want to miss on that, because if you're driving without a motor car insurance, God forbid somebody hits your car from the back or you are involved in an accident and you don't have insurance, you don't want to be caught in such. Okay. And also make sure all of your lights in the car, all of the bulbs, the lights in the car, make sure they're all working fine. And all of that is part of the things that your car servicing will also check for you. If there's any bulb that is dim or that is not bright enough, your mechanic will advise that you change it. So that's just how me I'm preparing for winter. And also I always have an extra jacket in the car, an extra pair of shoes in the car. Gloves is a must. For those of you your wheel, if your wheel is not heated ones, there are some people they have heated car wheel, which means that during winter, once they start their car and they press a button, the wheel of the car will be warm, so you won't have to wear gloves or wear multiple clothing, because if the car seat in your car is not heated, you'll be freezing, your bum will be freezing as well. So just make sure you are properly packed and properly sorted for winter. I think that's just the thing I can think of my head. So these are the things I've done, I've put in place to make sure that I am all sorted for winter. Okay. And yes, I just thought I'll come here and just share that with you guys, that yes, apart from gossiping all the time, doing tatafo all the time, let's try and learn and teach one another. I know those of you who are in Nigeria, you guys don't have any issue with ice or snow or anything like that, but it's still advisable to service your car, because tear and wear happens in a car. Okay, if you've been driving a car for years, sometimes bolts will loosen up, some things will slack, so it's worth servicing your cars, so you are aware of all of these things. And I guess this video is mainly for those of us who are in the diaspora. As a mom, make sure you are ready for winter, service your car, if you are much more comfortable driving your car with a winter tire, but you can go for that. For me, I've never had to use winter tires for my car since I've been driving. Okay, so and make sure your insurance is on point. Don't miss your payments. You get your windscreen cover. Okay, it's like a foil, like a massive foil pack. You can put it across your windscreen and it will shield your windscreen from freezing up if we have a high sea night or something. And also have your dehycer in the car, like the spray. If you don't want to use the spray, don't go pouring hot water on your windscreen, it will crack. I've never experienced it, but I've seen videos of it happening, it will crack. And also have your ice scraper as well, so that if you don't want to use the icer, you can use your ice scraper. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys. Let me go back to cooking my Sunday rice. Yes, I'm cooking Sunday rice. Where is this cooker? Okay, it's working. I'm cooking my Sunday rice. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for those of you who joined me. I really appreciate you. Did you all go to church? I was not in church last Sunday, so I was like, I had to go to church. And no more, I can't be bothered wearing high heels. I wore trainers. Under this outfit, I wore trainers. I cannot be asked. Because when I saw that cold, the shoe I took with me, I just left it in the car and I changed into my trainers. Now, trainers I enter under this book, enter church. So that's that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you at 7 p.m. GMT. That's 7 p.m. UK time, and that will be 8 o'clock Nigerian time. And let's come discuss the case of this woman who died, or who died as a I don't even know what to call it. I can't remember that English in my head. As a error of a doctor. So the go set up your notification. That live stream is on my channel, so go turn on your post notification so that when I start, we can all chip in. So it was so unfortunate that this woman lost her life. Her baby is alive, but she lost her life because the doctor decided to carry out surgery that was not consented by the woman herself and her husband. So we shall be discussing that 7 p.m. tonight. So bring your glass of wine, a cup of juice, your popcorn, and yes, let's come discuss that. And also, we're going to be touching on so many areas in regards to that story, like stories of what do women bring to the table, and this talk of marriage and all of shenanigans. Yeah, let's do that, and I'll see you guys 7 p.m. today. You don't want to miss it. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Let me finish cooking this mede, and I'll be ready for you guys later on. All right, see you.